Hey guys, welcome back. It is a beautiful fall day here. I really wish, maybe I'll show you when this is done. I want to show you this tree outside the window. It's really nice. Okay, so today I've done all my other makeup. I'm just going to do the Morphe 2 Hint, what is this? Hint Hint Skin Tint. I'm going to use the same brush. The It Cosmetics, I actually really liked this brush when I used it with that ordinary serum foundation. So I thought that that is what we would try today. And yeah, on my lips I have Charlotte Tilbury's Pillow Talk. That's all I have for you, chickens. I always say that to my nephew. He's like, I'm not a chicken. Yes, you are. Okay. So I forgot a mirror, so I have this little guy right here. So it says to start with 1 or 2 drops, build your desired coverage. It's supposed to be sheer to medium. That's kind of what I do. I'm just gonna start there. Okay. And going in and just kind of spreading it to the outside. I have to say, when I pick these up, order them online, what have you, I don't remember there being a ton of color options. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I did this all online, so I'm kind of like, well, these colors are decent, and this seems like something you'd want to really like press into your skin. And this is more sheer, in my opinion, than the ordinary serum, but I don't hate it. It literally is like a skin tint. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side of my face where I like a little bit more coverage. So did I tell you guys, the school, I'm in New York State, New York City schools have closed down again in certain hotspot areas, what they call when having outbreaks. And so my school started remote, it's been remote. They want to now phase us in. We're the second biggest city in New York State, mind you, November 13th. Now I'm like, okay, how much sense does this make? Like, we're now closing down schools here that did open and were hybrid, where they're starting to close down. They're having outbreaks. It literally took them like probably 2 or 3 weeks to close. And we're literally doing that, right? And now you want to open a district that's the second largest district in the state. Okay, 30,000 students, 6,000 teachers. And it's strange because our superintendent was like, no way, we're not opening, we're not starting. Good luck to New York City. We don't want to do it. We have no desire to do that. And now they want to open and there's no PPE. We've gotten no word of anything. We like heard it on the news. That's how we were all like, what? I don't know. All right, so I'm going to leave it right there, just doing the 2, because we want it to be sheer. We want our skin kind of coming through. Let's see how it unfolds with the rest of the makeup. I'm still using the Radiant Concealer by the Age Perfect by L'Oreal. I think I put this as Revlon. I have to go back and look at that. On my last video this morning, I started to put in like, updating the products that I bought and stuff for you guys. So I really, really like this though. And I used the Natasha Denona palette again on my eyes. Definitely love that one. I was using the Urban Decay Naked, the number 2, like forever, which was a cool tone palette, but this one is like, blows it out of the water. That one was also really old. I don't even know if it was legit had any color payoff, I'll be honest. Yeah, so anyway, I'm like, I don't know what sense this makes. You want to open just to close again? And then I had to call my parents and ask them to take a survey. Did I tell you guys this? Ask them to take a survey if they want to come back. And they all said, no way. No, thank you. Like, they were like, if I get sick, who's going to pay my bills? I have other kids. Who's going to take care of my kids? Like, for pre-K especially, it's not mandatory. In New York State, the first grade that's mandatory, believe it or not, is first grade. So kindergarten isn't even mandatory. So it's like, I know that they're missing out on a lot of stuff, but to open just to close again doesn't give them stability either. And we're still waiting on our devices. They come October 23rd, so the kids all are going to get an iPad. And I'm right now uploading videos for them every day. So they're watching them. They're doing the activities. It's fine. I mean, enrollment is low all over. I don't think opening schools is going to make enrollment jump because the parents know, like, it's going to be short-lived. I really do. I think they know it'll close. Our union is incredibly strong here. Like, it's the strongest union in the whole entire state, stronger than New York City. And some would say probably one of the strongest in the country. It's like one of the top. I mean, they win all their lawsuits and everything else, and they're right now in court with my district because they're having us go in 2 days a week. And like the internet doesn't work, and then teachers are getting COVID, and you know, it's all really hush hush. Like, they're not telling people until like a contact tracer contacts you. You know, there's HIPAA laws and everything else, and so it's just kind of been a mess. You know, we don't have the cleaning supplies. That I mean, I don't even know what would clean this stuff besides Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can use bleach all you want, you can wash your hands, you can use a mask, you can do all the right stuff and still get this monster. You know, and you know, like they say young people probably fine, but I share a room with my assistant who's 65 years old. She has diabetes, she's an African American woman. Like, I don't want to give that shit to her. I don't want to go through this. Like, this is really scary, you know, like, you know, it's like giving it to my mom. So it's just like, it's really complicated right now. And then people are mad, like, oh, you're just going to make, you know, like the older grades, the teachers in the older grades, like I would say third on up, they're like really struggling. They're really struggling. They're complaining. They're totally upset. They think this is, you know, what is going on here? Do I have like dry skin here? They're complaining. They're yelling. It was like, we had a meeting with our union the other day, and it was rough. It was just our school, because there's different attorneys that rep different schools. And these teachers were like beside themselves. Can't do my job. You know, I don't have a district device. I'm using my own, which I am too. You know, I just have to be patient till they get some more, if they do. But I mean, I can't cry about it. I have to do what I have to do to survive. You know, I'm lucky I do have a device of my own. But they were literally just throwing everything at the union they could. Like, you know, the kids sign on, then they sign off. It's not working, blah, blah, blah. The internet's down. And that is true. And so my thought is, like, guys, it is not perfect. It's going to be like that. It sucks. Like, I don't know what else to say. But we kind of have to just do the best that we can do. This is Milani's Coral Grove for now. And just kind of go with it. Like, and I know that's easier said than done, but they seem to be having a lot of problems. And my thought was, like, you know, if the older grades are suffering like they are, and those kids need to be in school, they have tests and everything coming up. Pre-K, it's great. Do I believe in it? Yes. Do they need it? Of course, but it's not mandatory. So my thing is, like, if they're really struggling, maybe the older grades should be going back. You know? Because my parents said they will not go. So what am I going to do? Go there every day, sit there with no kids? It doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if they're just doing the survey and they're going to just say, okay, forget it. The parents don't want to do it. Going in with the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, just to kind of set everything. So, you know, like I said, it's just, like me and my coworker that teach pre-K, we don't mind. Everything's kind of going fine. It is what it is. The parents feel that way too. They just want to pick up supplies, materials. We have crafts that we do for them like every month. And we just have a baggie full of crafts. They can come pick them up for each letter. They can do it at home. Like, just that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's it. We're going to let that kind of sit. I would say it's just like maybe a tad light for my skin because I might even go in with like a bronzer to bronze up my skin, like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer next time. I might go in with just that just to give myself a little bit more color and warmth because it is a very light foundation, so sometimes that adds just a little bit more buildable coverage. You could probably continue to build it up. I'm kind of wanting to go for that like less is more. Between the two, just first impressions, between the serum yesterday and the Hint Hint, I'm leaning more towards the Ordinary serum. I think it had an inch bit more coverage and the color was really good. The color's pretty good. This is Hint of Almond, medium with neutral undertones. That's about right. Yeah, it pulls a little bit more yellow, but it is, like I said, you guys, it's like not wearing any makeup, right? And I'm still putting on some blush and some bronzer, like, and dolling it up a little bit, which you don't need to do. You could just kind of put this on, I think, and go. What do we think? I think I have to let it just sit. And sometimes when I walk around and look at it in the mirror, let it sit into my skin a little bit, I'll know more. That concealer is amazing. Still wearing the Milani Brow Gel. Love that. I did again the DIY Tarte eyebrow pen thing. I don't know. The jury's still out. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk is underneath. But we'll see. I mean, it's lightweight. I think this is good if you're wearing just maybe a little bit of makeup. You just want to put something on your face. We'll see. I gotta use these consistently to really give you guys like a review on it. But I wanted you to see what it was like, first impressions. If I had to pick one, I think I would go with the Ordinary serum for right now. My thoughts may change, and they probably will. So hang on. I'll do like an update, but I'm gonna wear like the Ordinary one, you know, for a few weeks, and I'll do this, or maybe 2 weeks, we'll say that, and then I'll do this one and kind of go from there. So I still have the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better to review, and the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Powder. So I will get those to you guys too. And then I have a couple more lip products and those eye products that I can do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Gonna wear it throughout the day, and I'll see if I come back and do an update. I might just like to wear it for a few days, just to make sure I don't have a reaction, doesn't break me out, what I think. So yeah, so anyway, going back to that whole thing I was telling you about, to finish up that story, because I know I'm all over the place, which is how my mind generally is every day. I don't know what they're doing. I don't understand it. I'm like, so the schools are now all starting to close that opened, and now you want to open during flu season. Okay. And then what happens if like the parents don't want to go back and I don't have any kids in my class? Because I surveyed them all. Not one of them wanted to come back. One of them did say they would think about it because they need childcare. Their child is on like a list for a daycare. But their child's also down in North Carolina right now, living with Dad through November, visiting Dad through November. So I don't know. I mean, North Carolina's on our list too. So if he comes back, him and Mom are going to have to like quarantine for 14 days. I don't know if they will, but like he can't come back to school in November when we're returning, when he just comes back from North Carolina. It's a shit show. There's a lot of shit happening here. I don't know what's going on. I just think we have to have a better understanding. Sorry, I'm touching my hair a lot. A better understanding of this. You know, I don't know. And I'm in a hard-hit area too, like where I work. It's not like a daycare maybe in an area that's more rural or suburban that didn't get hit as hard, possibly, or something. I don't know. So, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated. Let me know anything you want to see. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, tell your friends. I miss you guys. I hope all is well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Pretty. I love it. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Is this not fall? Let's see if I can show you down there. Oh my god, it's super, super fall.